I'm feeling good, feeling good. Still wishing I was with her. Got my finger on the mother.
Shout out to my boy Paulie Corleone. That's the right hand man. We Uncle Paulie's Entertainment over here. What's good, y'all? It's your boy Tony the Savant back with another one. Hope everybody's having a good to great day out there. Let me do my intro, and gotta add a new member to the intro because my boy Sauce has joined the team. So shout out to my boy Sauce, that's the vice president. Shout out to my cousin Hawk, that's the ambassador. Shout out to my boy Jeezy, that's the manager. Shout out to my boy Paulie Corleone, that's my right hand man. We Uncle Paulie Entertainment over here. Shout out to the extended family at IOW Sports Network. Also, my brothers at Run It Up Sports. And last but not least, saving the best for last. Shout out to y'all, man, the bosses. I know I like to put in this work, make sure the content is entertaining, informative. And so thank y'all, man, for pulling up to the video. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. All right, let's get right into this, man, because I'm doing my morning jog at the moment. Forgive me for the background noise. I've been trying to get on my fresh air kick lately. Well, nonetheless, Jamar Chase, the electric Jamar Chase, standout receiver for the Cincinnati Bengals, has requested a trade from the Cincinnati Bengals after an altercation in the locker room. Specifics, details have not been released. The Cincinnati Bengals are on record so far saying that they won't be releasing any details. So I think I seen an article. I mean, I've heard somebody mention that a name in the mix, but nonetheless, nobody of note that we are aware of yet. I'm gonna get in my bag and do my speculation because I think a number of things are at play right now. But yeah, man, Jamar Chase is one out of the Cincinnati Bengals, and it's very disheartening in a way because the Cincinnati Bengals are a young team still. As talented as they are, they have been to a Super Bowl. They have shown grit, grind, championship pedigree. Joe Burrow is definitely a generational quarterback. And I would say, as far as Jamar Chase, definitely a top 5, top 10 receiver in the league right now. I don't think that could be argued, to say the least. But at the same time, Cincinnati Bengals have experienced what I would say not as much success as they have in the past. Unfortunately, Joe Burrow experienced an injury to his right calf. And from the looks of it, man, it just doesn't look like he has fully recovered. It was a decision on the table for the Cincinnati Bengals to shut him down the first few weeks, I believe, the first 5 weeks of the season. And I think they're looking at this situation now with a bit of respect. With a bit of regret, respectfully, because it doesn't look like Joe has fully healed or even is healing at all from his injury. We all know that he has just signed the biggest contract, highest paying contract in NFL history. And so, with these few things on the table, I think it set like a pretense for the Bengals and where they are currently. It has set them back in a way because, Joe Burrow is the face of the franchise. We all know this. As he goes, the Cincinnati Bengals go. Unfortunately for Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, that receiver core, they can't throw themselves the ball, And if Joe isn't 100% operational, then it definitely is a setback for the team. And just looking at the numbers, Joe's numbers have been, you could almost say, atrocious. Had some kind of one game, I believe, I can't remember with, but 2 touchdowns, but still had a pick with those 2 touchdowns. And that's been the case essentially for Joe, as far as just not being very accurate, not being very productive, and not being a good caretaker of the ball. But then that leads to, I feel like it was partially what Jamar Chase is upset about. Because Jamar, number one option, big time receiver. With Joe Burrow receiving the contract he receives, I feel like the first person that's going to be on the axe, if you will, would be Jamar Chase. Because there is an attitude in the league right now that productive players like a Jamar Chase, like a Tyreek Hill, their production can be supplemented with lesser pieces for cheaper prices. And I think that, like Tyreek Hill, Jamar Chase is going to essentially, be expendable simply because of his price, his value. Although he is a Super Bowl talent, big time talent, I should say, at the very least, paying Patrick Mahomes was detrimental for Tyreek Hill as far as his place on the team. And I think it's going to be the same scenario for Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase has been a very big addition, very valuable to the Cincinnati Bengals. But now that Joe Burrow has been paid, I think that Jamar is automatically becomes the first person in line to get chopped, if you will, to save money. And, hopefully they can supplement his production with lesser pieces for cheaper prices. I think Jamar knows that. I think Jamar is also looking at his stat line, his production, and seeing that he is not doing the numbers that Tyreek Hill is doing or Justin Jefferson, although I think he's still kind of coming along. He's having a big yardage season, but I don't think he's put many scores in just yet. I have to double check on that. But I know for sure Jamar Chase has not scored at all this season. He had a good game against the Rams as far as yardage wise, but outside of that, very pedestrian. I think he's barely even broken 100 yards this season. Maybe once, I think he's only done it. So it's just a bunch of, if he's looking at his production and looking at his future paydays and what he's eligible for in the near future, I think Jamar is frustrated, and he sees the writing on the wall as far as he's not going to be able to get what I'm trying to say. He's not going to be able to get his market value in spite of his talent because of this season. He's not going to be able to really have any leverage, with his next team or against the Bengals. They might, be able to send him off to a stinking team like the Bears or something. And that'd just be, that'll just be it. Jamar Chase would never have an opportunity to play for a Super Bowl, granted. And that's just, like I say, we're just looking at the writing on the wall. That's not, it's just what I'm speculating. No, nothing has been reported about this just yet, but yeah, man, that's what I think. It's just a accumulation of things for the Cincinnati Bengals team right now. Like I said, the calf injury of Joe Burrow, the lack of production of Joe Burrow is trickling down. infecting the receivers. The decision making from the coaches trickle down to this point, and yeah, I just kind of feel bad for Jamar Chase at this point, but that's all I got for it. I think I hit all my points. Y'all please like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell so y'all can be notified when I'm dropping content on the channel. Appreciate all the love and support. Y'all keep your boy humble. Y'all keep your boy motivated. You know my slogan, y'all the bosses, something to do that love to work. Let me get back to work. Peace.